Hey guys, and welcome back for another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. So, last time we finished up on C's route until we couldn't go any further on, and then we decided to go Reen's route afterwards because we noticed that we saw Reen when we were playing with the C's route. So we thought, why not keep it the same? So now we've got to go to... I can't remember which one it was, but I'm going to go... Can I check out which way I've got to go now? There's no way for me to check. Gather information in each district. Oh, I've got to go to each district. Okay. So we'll work our way downwards. Okay. Imperial 1 all the way at the far side. Oh, excuse me, I've got burps.
Business as usual here, even with the prince gone MIA.
Yeah. The information blackout.
Oh, hello. Oh, wow, if it isn't class 7. I had no idea you were in the capital. We weren't expecting to run into the two of you here either. Oh, is that a bad time? Everyone here looks really busy. Oh, don't worry about that. I was just in the mood for a break anyway. Besides, there's no better way to get hot scoots than talking to you, Reen. Although I'm guessing your sister would have plenty to goss to share, too, being the student council president and all. Oh, I won't be so sure about that. Oh, and I'm definitely asking to interview you at some point, Ash. So keep an eye out for that. I think we all know what will be about. Ugh, can't we just drop that? Yeah, I think that's one's going to stick with you. Either way, I think we've made you stand for long enough. There's some chairs for meetings and the like over there. Why don't we go sit down? If you don't mind me asking, what brings you here, Lindy? I thought you were still doing your residency over at St. Ursula. I am technically. After I finished helping out at the branch campus, I started another year of study in Crossbell. But while I was here in the Heimdall for a training session, Crossbell got occupied, so here I am. That would explain it. So obviously she decided to come spend some time with her favouriteest sister in the world. She's helping us with the clerical work as top part-timer right now. Ha! Well, ain't you company a bunch of bleeding hearts? Well, even if they said no, I was just going to make her pretend to be me. Either way, I win. That sounds very illegal. Still, I don't think anyone saw this coming. The former Governor General suddenly declaring himself Supreme Leader of Crossbell? That's a shocker. The craziness you saw when you came in here is everyone trying to get a special issue ready about it at all. Still, it's somewhat strange how little the general population has been reacting to the news. Everyone seems shockingly calm. I've been getting that impression during my time in the capital too. I imagine it's due to part of the fact no one is able to communicate with anyone over in Crossbell. Maybe the lack of immediacy is keeping the reality of the situation from sinking in. Has the Chronicle conducted any opinion polls on this issue? We sure have. And I gotta say, I was surprised by what people thought the Empire should do and all lie to this. Most people responded that we should try to avoid any major conflicts. That is somewhat surprising. Given the recent history of Erebony, I would have assumed people would respond more belligerently. Maybe people are finally just sick of war. That would be my take as well. The Battle of Jormungandr may have only lasted one entire day, but the economic toll of our reparations and the mental toll on those who were conscripted cannot be ignored. It's taken half a year for us to get to the point where lives finally starting to get back to normal too. Of course, that's just your average Erebonian's take on the issue, not the government stance, but neither the government nor His Majesty have cleared things up on that front yet. I tried asking the military for a statement a few times, but no dice. Now that I'm not surprised by. Still, thanks for the information. I feel like I have a better grasp of the situation now. Hehe, you're very welcome. Now then, Reen, Hot Scoop Schwarzer, why don't you tell me about how your little investigation is going? And don't play dumb, I know all about it. How you do? Did they ask you to assist with the search, VV? Haha, Newt, quite. See, I first caught wind of it from a fellow reporter a little while back. It's just a rumour at that point, but I got right to work trying to corroborate it. I hit every source I had, from other reporters to fellow Force alumni like Adele, Fee and Monk. Eventually, Major Claire realised I was hot on the story, and let's be real, at that point she didn't really have any options other than reaching out to me herself, so that's how I know. From anyone else, that story sounds I can't speak! Let me have a quick drink, and then I'll start talking again. There we go, right. Sam, speak normally. From anyone else, that story would surprise me, but from you, VV, okay. The information was shared with me too, because I'm helping VV out. Unfortunately, I don't think we know any more than you do yet. Yeah, but if we catch word of anything, you'll be the first ones to know. So give us a call if you catch word of anything else yourselves. Alright, will do. Right. I cannot talk for some reason. I just cannot talk today. Wait, so... Ooh. Okay, so... Draco's Plaza. Oh man, this brings back memories. A lot of memories coming back here. Oh! It's useless!
That was so good!
$1,000,000!
Alright, we can officially cross Draco's Plaza off the list. I'm ready to hit up the next spot.
There's no need to be in such a rush. How do you still have space in your stomach for more?
You insult me, Eustace. I need to try all the capital's mouth-watering morsels. I can't throw in the towel this early.
You need to sample them all without eating more than your body mass in one sitting.
Says you. I'm still growing. I gotta eat.
Growing up has less to do with regular consumption and more to do with acting like an adult.
Oh, hey guys. Counter-argument to that, by the way. If you want me to start acting like an adult, then you've got to start treating me like it. How's a girl supposed to feel big without being called a big sister?
Counter-argument to your counter-argument. That makes no sense.
Yes, it does. Don't be mean.
I didn't expect you all to come this early. We were going around gathering info when we happened to see you here. Elise wanted to help us out too, so that's why she's here. I'll do my best not to trouble you. I don't think there's any chance of that. You'll be fine help. If you need anything, just lean on me. Thank you, I will. I think anyone can tell Elise is going to be more reliable asset than you are. Rude! Seeing them at a stall together takes me back to the summer festival. How was that only a few short months ago? Feels like so much longer. Can't imagine Yusi saw what Rufus is doing coming either. It has to be weighing heavily on him. But at least he has Milliam to help take his mind off it. Come on, give Big Sissy some love. Please remove yourself from around my neck. But we haven't seen each other in forever. It's barely been 2 weeks. That's 2 whole weeks! She whines, but she's not trying to escape. This is how it always with them now. This is how it always is with them. Fucking speak properly, Sam! Fuck! Hey, do you want to try some gelato or ice cream from one of the stalls? I'll treat you. The milk ice cream is super rich and tasty. I'll pass. I need to leave room for lunch. You're never going to grow any bigger if you only eat the bare minimum, Tilly. I've gained another reggie on you since our last update. At this rate, you're going to need heels to get anywhere close to my height. But then again, I am older, so maybe I've earned it. She's like, I'll go eat then. 1 ice cream cone, please, with 5 scoops. You only allow 3 scoops maximum, then I'll take 3, but I'd appreciate if you made them as big as possible. She really doesn't want to lose this thing they've got going on her. Anyway, were you guys gathering intel or just on a date? We were not standing idly, and we were certainly not on a date. We've been looking into the flow of goods in the capital. That would explain why you were visiting multiple shops and stalls. What have you learned then? Well, it seems like there's a lot of groups buying stuff in bulk lately. All kinds of stuff too. Food, ornaments, it's almost like they're getting ready for something. That is unusual. I could get panic buying in response to Crossbell's occupation, but lately implies before that. Yeah, the war's over and winter's still far off, so if you can't be stocking up for the weather. The buyers themselves are suspicious sorts. When we started looking into them in detail, we discovered they were either startups or foreign. That and they all appear to exist in names only. That only adds to the mystery. Oh, you're already done with your ice cream? Wasn't it good? Well, yes, I have to admit that. We're not here to discuss ice cream. If the buyer exists in name only, could we be dealing with cases of fraud? Actually, no. The transactions are legitimate, the sellers received their money, and the goods were dispatched. But the other significant mystery is that there is no record of where any of these goods ended up. Oh, the intelligence division has tried tracking some of these orders, but they just get forwarded all over the place before disappearing along other orders like this. They may have had better luck if they marked an order from the moment it placed, but alas. Right, by the time they realise they are dealing with another one of these, the transaction is already long done. So do we think whoever's doing this has gathered all the stuff they need by now? Probably. It sounds as though we're dealing with some very skilled criminals. Perhaps the reborn Imperial Liberation Front is hoarding supplies? What is it? Nothing worthy of note. I was just wondering if it perhaps may lead to Crossbell's new Supreme Leader instead. Well, it could. I just cannot fathom why my brother would be so foolish. I thought he'd finally learned his lesson. It makes no sense to me either. Haven't known him for that long, even if we were both Iron Bloods. But after we beat him in the Imperial Fortress, he seemed pretty much done. I think we were all under the same impression. Either way, speculating on what he's trying to do serves us no purpose in the now. Regardless of his reasons, I will be sure to right his wrongs as his brother. I'm sorry you're going through this, Uses. Right now, our primary focus isn't him, but the missing prince and princess. That doesn't mean we can afford to turn a blind eye to Crossbell, mind. I'm just not sure whether the crisis there and their disappearance are connected to in any way. But whatever the answer is, when our focus inevitably turns to him, you won't be alone in confronting him. So don't try running off alone, alright? Aye. Don't worry, I wouldn't dare. And well aware there's only so much I can do alone. Hehe, good, because your friends are here to help you in times of need, and you definitely need us here. Well then, shall we get back to gathering information? That should be what would be wise. The more we can find, the better. Then let's go, go, go! Me and the little bunny's ready to go. Indeed, we can't let the rest of the Class 7 be the only ones working hard. And I'll be here for whatever you need. I think my issue is, I tried to speak too quick. Because I've got it in my head that if I'm too busy reading the text out, you guys are getting on board, and I hate the sound of my own voice. But
The Emperor and Empress must be worried sick.
I guess I could always
Princess
just do like a
Alpha
no
has tried to put on
commentary
a brave
playthrough,
face
but
at school.
what's the fun
Deep
in
down,
that? You can hear me make an absolute bell end out of myself. Because why not? Oh, who's going to be down here? Is it going to be Fee?
Popular spot to relax
Elliot!
and unwind.
Elliot, Elliot,
Don't
Elliot,
mind.
Elliot, Elliot. Best boy. This is quite the crowd. Oh god, it's going quick. Not bad. This looks so much fun. We've come out at the perfect time then. Let's go get a better view. Don't know if we could have given a better performance. It may have been our best one yet. Oh, but there's always room for improvement.
I think I'm with them on this one. It's not often our ensemble comes together this perfectly.
You got me there. I don't think we had a single note out of sync, did we? Nope, we were all feeling it to the point where it felt natural to play as one. I think you two were so into it that you forgot we had an audience. Not sure I should be proud of losing myself like that. But when it's just you and the music, there's no better feeling in the world. Well, I'll give you a pass this time. As long as our audience was happy, then that's all that really matters. And they were very happy. You know, we wouldn't be having moments like these at all if not for you two. Yeah, if you hadn't shown up when you did. The experience gave me a real wake-up call on how much power music can have. And it's up to us to decide how to use that power, be it for good or for ill. I get what we decided last year. I can't believe we tried to take such a beautiful thing and twist it into inspire war. What were we thinking? Whatever it was, it's in the past now. Exactly, you're back to your old selves now, right? A good thing too, because today wouldn't have gone nearly as well without you. Yeah, I could never dream of being how I was. Now we can take what we've learned and focus on bettering both ourselves and the world as musicians. You almost make it sound like you'll be flying circles around me if I don't pick up the slack. Then we'll just have to keep up the pace. Oops, got sidetracked. I'd spotted the familiar faces among the audience and meant to say hello sooner. Oh yeah, you're friends from Fours, right? We should say hello together. Well yeah, let's go.
Sorry for making you wait, but I'm glad you stuck around for the show. What'd you think? No need to be polite. Tell us how we really did.
I thought it was brilliant. You were in perfect harmony with one another.
I was genuinely speechless.
Yeah, almost hurts that I wasn't able to catch the start of it.
I'll take that.
We thought we did well too, but it's nice hearing it wasn't just in our heads. I see you found Eustace and Milliam. Indeed, we met not long before coming here. Hehe, now we're all together. Sorry if it feels like we dragged you over here. Is this the first time you've seen each other as a whole? Oh no, we had a class reunion not too long ago. We just haven't had a chance to play together in ages. We couldn't pass it up with all of us being in Heimdall now. The VII company started up a small orchestra, and I couldn't resist applying since I used to work there. Then Ron and Morris joined it too, so here we are. Huh? I didn't know they started one. Imagine you'd have to be top notch to be accepted. Yeah, it wasn't easy getting accepted, let me tell you. But hey, we can't let Elliot show us up all the time, so it was worth the hustle. Haha, makes sense. I'm just glad you found a way to keep playing music that makes you happy. And the thing that makes me happy is the four of us going on tour together in the future, so I hope we can. Really? Consider my bag's already packed. Signed, did you guys just forget about what we were talking about? Elliot can do what he likes, but we have to work around the orchestra's schedule. I'm sure we can figure something out though. By the way, I wasn't expecting to see you, Elise, with you. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Your classes are sorely missed. Haha, I haven't done that many, but that's still nice of you to say. What, you're a teacher? I think the girls mentioned that to me, come to think of it. You're a music lecturer at St. Astraea, right? Provisional, but yeah. I'm still learning the ropes of showing that the ropes, but it's been a lot of fun so far. Oh, I want to teach me music, Elliot. I'm amazed you can carve out the time, but I can see you having a knack for it. I can't believe you get to instruct at an all-girls school too. Elliot always manages to look out in life, huh? I wish I could lecture at St. Astraea. Just once would be enough. I hope you never will if you think he's looking out. Oh, is that the time? You should probably get going. Rydell wants us to start rehearsing at their flagship store. Yeah, we'll see you guys around. Have fun with the rest of your time in Heimdall. I'll make sure they do. Hope rehearsal goes well. See you later. Well, I guess it's time for we get started. I managed to gather some useful information. That was fast. Where from? I spoke to a few fans and hit up some connections at the Music Academy. It seems Imperial Army soldiers have been spotted in town a lot more than usual these days. And whatever they are meeting up here for, it's not on the docket. That is suspicious. I called Dad to see if he knew anything about it, but no luck there. Sounds like the prince's disappearance is top secret, even when you go pretty high up. I've got a feeling he knew something though, just that he wasn't sharing. It's very odd for soldiers to be having secret meetings while in uniform. It's possible they are foreign spies disguising themselves as soldiers, I don't see what they would stand to gain from their actions. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. I'm with Ash on this one. It wouldn't shock me if they were still in uniform while off the clock, because they were short on time. Something bothering you, Elise? There is, but I'd like to get my thoughts in order a little more before sharing. Oh, alright then. All we got now is that something smells fishy. Lady Araya's instincts were absolutely onto something, yeah. It's too early to say for certain if any of this relates to C, but we should keep that at the back of our minds just in case. Right, you never know when the pieces will start coming together. The investigation continues then. Yeah, let's keep our eyes peeled. Right. Interesting. Where to now then? Back to here? No. Surely not. Where was that started? Was it here? And just like that, we got the band back together. Haha, I guess so. So any luck gathering info? Yes. Now would be a good time to compare what we found. In that case, how about we meet at the cafes inside the department store? Great idea, let's head there now. Department store? Oh, there we go. This is where Seek sees you walk in. And you look behind you. Aha.
Am I imagining things?
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing.
That's pretty cool. Oh. It's a little early, but heck, I'm down for lunch. Forget tea time, how about we take meal time? Miriam, I think you've eaten enough. More than enough. Cool. Representative Regnitz. Greetings, Ree. My apologies for contacting you out of the blue like this. I was wondering if by chance you might have met with the rest of Class 7 by now. We did get together with the investigation group in the capital not too long ago, in fact. I take it you have some idea of what's going on with us. Heh, more or less. We're not like back when the Intelligence Bureau was under direct control of the government. Man, it's well that we have a direct line to the head of government, huh? About that, there's a matter of utmost importance I must discuss with you all. Assuming you haven't eaten yet, I'd love to discuss it over lunch. Great time, let's all grab a bite together. It'll be our pleasure. Much appreciated. I will wait at the Hermo Hotel in the Garniers district. Oh, and please don't feel rushed, I have plenty of time. Alright, thank you as always. Representative Regnitz wants to discuss something with us directly. Perhaps he's learned something pertaining to the incident. Either way, I think we can count on something juicy. Der Himmel, right? That's a fancy hotel in the Garnier district. Lunch at a hotel, huh? Consider me pumped. How about you, Eustace? Please, I'm begging you, don't forget your table manners. It seems we still have a bit of free time. We're best to tie up any loose threads now while we have a chance. Right, this could be a golden opportunity to investigate the Garnier district. Once we're all set, let's head up to the hotel. Okay. Ooh, what's this up here then? These are shot. Ooh. Is that Albert, Alan, and Bridget? Hey, Reem, fancy running into all of you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Alan and I were just enjoying some quality time together between one of his missions. So to interrupt, so does that mean the army has been keeping you busy? Pretty much. The armoured divisions have been stretched thin due to being scaled back. I'm doing everything I can to reduce the load on General Craig and Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. I still owe them a lot after the war. That's why I volunteered to travel around the Empire to serve as a Panzer Soldat drill instructor and work on communication missions. The whole reason I'm in the capital today was to make a report. It's about something that supposedly affects all of the divisions. It seems a little shady to me, but we're covering all of the bases just to be safe. What causes you to find it suspicious? I don't think he's allowed to share that. I'm not, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys ended up finding out on your own. Don't be surprised if the Imperial reaches out to you when the time comes. Hearing that just makes me more worried about what they have you doing. Even the nobility has been stressed this year with many families to reorganise their territories. My family has been helping coordinate. Father's been so busy that I've had to help him, which means it's even harder for Alan and I to make time to see one another. It helps knowing that we'll finally be able to hold our wedding once things calm down. No shit, I bet that's a motivator. I suppose it is about time you two tied the knot. Congrats again. Ha, thanks man. I finally feel like I'm a man with you being by Bridget's side after leaving the war behind. I don't plan on letting that change between now and the big day. Oh, Alan. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's heartwarming that we got to see them. Because Alan was like proper losing his head through the whole, through the war. So yeah, I know, like I said, I've mentioned this before, I'm probably not going to be like running around checking everything. When I do that kind of stuff, I'll probably do it on stream. So yeah.
I don't sense anyone following me now. So why did I sense it before?
Did something happen, Rean?
Yeah, he knew someone was looking at him. We're scheduled to have lunch with Representative Regnitz at this hotel. We still have some time to spare, but I wonder if we should head in early. Yeah, let's go.
Thank you for coming.
Not at all. Thank you for inviting us.
Oh, Princess Alfin.
I'm so happy I get to see your faces again.
Your Highness.
What brings you here, Your Highness? I should very much be asking you the same thing. All this, and you're being forced to place yourself in harm's way for my brother. I'm so sorry for not consulting you first. Yes, as you ought to be. I'm your best friend. I could have thanked you much sooner, Elise, had you not kept this a secret from me. Then you won't stop me? Stop you? Heaven forbid. As soon as Representative Regnitz informed me of the details, I chose to accompany him of my own volition. I cannot bear to ignore a matter that involves my family. So please, let me do my part.
I'd like that very much.
You've always been a part of the team, Your Highness.
Well, this has come to a fine resolution, but it won't do to begin discussions on an empty stomach. Why don't we have some lunch first?
You won't hear any objections from me.
I could definitely use a bite.
I'm so glad I have to do voice acting myself here and narrating it. Oh, I'm gonna have to now, though, aren't I? Because there's music. Okay. That really hit the spot. I can hardly believe you finished it all. Your stomach really is a void. I'd like to see who can eat more between you and Maya. I can't blame you though. The quality of a first-class hotel's food is not to be underestimated. Yeah, I don't think I'd get to come to a place like this on my food tour. You must really, really like it too, Tilly. You ate a ton. Well, I'm a growing girl just as much as you. Haha, well, I'm glad you both enjoyed it. Shall we get down to business then? First, I want to discuss the disappearance of the prince and new princess. With what we have now, we believe it to be the work of a terrorist who goes by sea. I wish we could say more about them, but I'm afraid we know very little. Just that they are the leader of the so-called Reborn Imperial Liberation Front. They also look slightly different from the sea we dealt with in the past. Speaking of which, I'd like to take your take on the matter, Ian. Do you believe the new sea and the original sea are the one and the same? No. I'll admit I haven't been able to get in touch with Crow to confirm for sure. But I'm convinced that no, they are not the same person. I was thinking the same. This new one has mimicked the original style in their statement, but I think Crow has left those days behind for good. It's a relief to hear you feel that way. Seems like a safe bet, yeah. As for the contents of their statement, they referred directly to His Highness. Our first target was the foolish prince and his wings, now bound to inaction. Ooh. You want to know something? Could it be Mick Byrne? I wonder if it could be Mick Daddy. That does make it quite clear that they were responsible for the abduction. I would assume wings referred to the courageous. Vast as the Empire is, how they're able to keep a ship of that size hidden from sight is quite the mystery in itself. Yeah, it might have stealth capabilities, but that can go only so far on its own. It's impressive they've managed to keep its location from the intelligence division, even if it is at its former size. Oh god, why'd that speed up? I was trying to move and I accidentally pressed LB. Ah, I'm so sorry. Does this relate to the thing you were concerned about when we met up with the Elliot? Yes, it does. Allow me to explain. The students of St. Australia come from many different backgrounds. We have many with family in the military, including officers and generals. That in itself isn't a problem. What is that many of these military families have been reportedly acting strangely of late. In what way? I remember hearing rumours about that when I was at the school too. Most of them are seemingly reformists and young officers who idolise the late Chancellor. It's as if they refuse to settle back into normality after the war ends. They're still addressing others with deep aggression and are clearly very unhappy with the current state of the Empire. But the thing that concerns us most of all is their reaction to Crossbell's reoccupation. They aren't at all angry with the idea of a united nation. It's the opposite, in fact. They're in full support of it. That is not good. That's an understatement. What utter insanity. The success of a united nation would also mean the end of Erebonia. Precisely. I am a reformist, but supporting such an extreme concept is nothing short of baffling to me. According to General Van Dyke, some of them have been showing worrying signs of plotting something in light of this. Exactly what the something is in detail he has yet to confirm. That kind of ties up what makes Juices and Elliot found out too. Yeah. Oh, could you tell me what you've discovered? The group shared their findings with Representative Regnitz. Soldiers holding covert meetings in the city and large amounts of supplies disappearing. It wouldn't surprise me if members of the army were defecting to the Airborne Defence Force. I think we need to look into potential points of contact between them. Agreed. I think we've also got a clearer picture of what's been going on here after sharing all we know. If we put the pieces together we currently have together, the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City from C's statement refers to defecting members of the army. That makes sense. The statement did mention it would see those who supported the United Nations pay for their crimes. Guess it's all fallen into place then. If there really are rebels in the army and punishing them is C's goal, then who we find first doesn't really matter because the other will be there. How convenient for us. Yeah, sure is. I'm glad I was able to help put you on the right track. Class 7 always comes through in the end. Oh, what's up, Elfin? Your Highness? Pardon me, you don't have to worry. I'm hardly the only one whom life is difficult right now. I'm sure that if I were to ask you the rest, you wouldn't listen. But please, at least be a little gentler to yourself, Your Highness. But the gentle mental burden of not knowing whether family is safe and well is not to be underestimated. Them being missing also means you have to carry on with the work that would normally be given to them. You're going through too much for one to handle right now. If you are feeling at all unwell, we would like for you to consider taking some time off. I couldn't possibly. I'm in full agreement. Taking care of yourself is much a part of your duties as working. While you do that, we'll see to it these crimes are solved. You have our word. I'll do what I can in your stead. And I will see that Prince Olivert and Lady Sherazade are brought home as soon as possible. You can put your trust in us. I suppose you're right. Perhaps resting is as much a part of my duties as well. And you won't have to worry, Your Excellency. We're still not sure exactly how the situation stands in Crossbell, but I'm sure Machias is just fine. I concur. It'll take more than this to make him lose heart. Thank you both. I've also put similar faith in my son. I'm sure he's doing everything he can on the inside to justice prevail, as are Eliza and Toa. I think we all feel the same way. They ain't got nothing to worry about, as long as they have Super Maid with them. And we're a whole super crew, so if they got things covered, so do we. That's right. I've got a bit of a stuffy nose, so it's like really hitting my throat. Thank you for all your time. I'm glad we could exchange information. It was a very worthwhile meeting. Well, we ought to make our way back to the palace. Be careful on your journey, everyone. And I'm counting you, Elise. Thank you, Your Highness. Good luck, I'm always available if you need to get in touch. Shall we get going too then? Yeah, let's. I wonder though, if we go out here now... something feels strange. Choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any further in the main story for a brief period. Hold off for a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna... I don't think there's anything I can do around here. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, I can rest. Do I need to rest? I don't think so. Okay, so... Right. Something feels strange. It will also... Yeah, we will proceed. Is something wrong? It's probably nothing. I've just gotten a weird feeling. It feels like something is in my pocket that wasn't there before. Oh. What's that? That's a weird looking mirror. Since when did you carry one of those things around? Since never, this isn't mine. It's ended up in my pocket somehow. Are you certain? I doubt anyone could slip something into your pocket without you noticing. Yeah, nothing gets by you, Reen. I don't have a clue how this got here, but there has been a reason behind it, though I can't imagine it connects to any way to the prince's disappearance or what's happening in Crossbell. I can't very well do anything, but I don't have a clue what to do with it. Interesting. Oh, so I can't continue. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to ignore this suspicious mirror, but I don't know what to do with it either. Ah, so yeah, it's not letting me go any further. Right. So, on that note, considering I can't go any further, I'm going to end the video there. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. Next time, we'll be going into Lloyd's story. Catch you again next time. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and peace. Bye.
Okay.